Just hope that he doesn't bark. Okay, so we're here today with Angie. She's joining me for yoga today. And we're going to be doing a nice, simple, gentle, good for your back, very undemanding piece of yoga today, but it probably will take about 20 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to do what I did last time, which is show you the different postures on my screen, but you'll see on the second little screen that Angie's there demonstrating as well and joining in. So I'm going to start off today by sharing my screen again. Okay. So, as always with our yoga, we start off with centering. Because Angie is a very good student, she's already got her hands on her knees, and we can go into Yana Mudra, that hand gesture that's supposed to help you keep knowledge inside and grow your knowledge. If that's comfortable for you, you can be in Yana Mudra. If not, it's fine. Just leave your hands on your knees in a comfortable position. And what centering is about is coming to the mat, just bringing all of yourself to the mat, leaving behind what might be bothersome, might have been rushing before. Just letting yourself come to your mat and come to your senses in a way. You begin to go inside, check your posture, that you have that nice straight spine, shoulders, hips, breathing freely and easily. If it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, that's a choice. You can just have your eyes with your gaze very softly on a spot in front of you on the floor. And then bringing your awareness in, your breath. Check the quality of your breath today, not in any way to say whether it's good or bad. Notice it. Notice whether you're breathing fast or slow, roughly or smoothly, deeply or shallow. And your only job is to notice and just track it, checking in with your breath at various times during your practice today. You'll see whether your breath changes or not. Either's fine. In this quiet time, if you have an intention for your yoga practice today, so fine just to let yourself know what you want to focus on. And if that doesn't feel right, good for you today, just ignore that. And settle into the quietness on your mat, you and your mat. Then taking your hands down to the side, we'll move into the first posture. So as you can see, Angie's put her hands down and she's lifted them into the easy pose. Very easy. We're just starting to work into the joints of the shoulders gently. And the way we can do this is by lifting the palms to the ceiling. To the ceiling, Angie. That's it. Or you can do what Angie did too. Turning the palms down, turning the palms up and down. Stretching from fingertip to fingertip. And just feeling those shoulders starting to become a bit more mobile. Good. And then bringing your arms down to the floor again. And moving into the second pose, which I will normally call cobbler. This particular software always calls band angle. And we're doing something a little bit different with this. We're taking our arms behind us for this, whatever's comfortable for you, with your palms down or facing towards the front, it doesn't matter. And then just feel that gentle stretch through the top of your chest into your shoulders again. And if it's comfortable for you, taking your head back. Not throwing it all the way back, just take it 30 degrees or so. Opens up a little more. And then coming back to the center again. Bringing your hands to the front. And then a slight twist while we're here. So taking your left hand to your right knee and turning. And then the other side. Right hand to left knee and turn. Make sure you're not slumping. Back to the center. And once more on each side. Nice straight spine. With each out breath, just opening up a little more, seeing if you can go a little bit further around. And then back onto the other side. Sit. And back to the center. Lovely. And stretching your legs out in front of you into staff pose. Remembering that if it works better for you, rather sit on a folded blanket or a pillow or something, just the edge, so that your pelvis tips forward a little bit. Hands onto your thighs. And again, check your spine, no slumping. Yeah. What Angie did there was a very good idea, because often the staff, if you just kind of walk back on your bottom, it can help you find a nice, comfortable. Well, we're down here, always good just to do pulling the toes back, stretching out hamstrings at the back, pointing your toes, bringing your toes back to your body, and pointing again. That's it. Good. And then rotating, circling your feet. We want about 4 or 5 one way, and then 4 or 5 the other. Great. That's nice. Good. Okay, Angie, then if you lie back down and you go into that constructive rest pose or semi-supine, you're down on your back, you've got your knees bent, hands by your sides, and we're just using this as a little resting, centering, maybe 3, 4 breaths while you're down here. Just use these short pauses to help your body process the moves that it's been making. Sink into your muscle memory. And then keeping your head on the floor, lifting your knees up to your chest and giving yourself a bit of a cuddle. Hands round your knees, that's lovely. And then rocking from side to side. Lovely. Just moving yourself gently from side to side. Feeling that massage over those big slabs of muscle that we have down the sides of our spine. Good. Coming back to the center. Taking a nice in-breath. Sorry, Angie, I didn't say that clearly enough. Keep your knees up. That's it. Arms round your knees, just as you were before, that's it. And then as you breathe out, head to knees. Good. I can't see your head there, but I'm assuming that you've got your head to your knees. Good. Again, just a very gentle rock from side to side. If anybody finds it difficult, keep their head up, because our head's heavy and it can ache on the neck. You can always drop your head to the floor again. Good. Coming back to the center. Taking your hands away and dropping your feet to the floor. Good. Arms by the side. Just back into semi-supine for that constructive rest pose. And another 4 rounds of breath. And then bringing yourself up into sitting. Keep your knees bent. We're going to move into the easy boat pose, so I'm not going to have everybody with their feet off the floor. That's great. With the easy boat pose, you can either have your hands like Angie's got them, not touching your knees. Sorry, we've got Ozzy joining us for more yoga at the moment. Or you can be holding on to your knees. Either is true. And then just very gently lifting and lowering your body. If you can lift your feet as well, like Angie's doing, then that's a bonus. That's actually a full boat that she's doing there. Or people who find the boat. Sorry, Angie?
Oh no, I said sorry. I can just do the easy boat.
That's all right. Good. And then dropping your feet to the floor again. Good. And swiveling yourself over into the cat. So for those of you who haven't had a class with me before, what Angie's doing there is her hands are under her shoulders and her knees are under her hip. And what we've got here is the classic cat position. It's called on this piece of software cat-cow pose, but it's what we know as cat. So as you breathe in, you're lifting your head, opening your chest out, opening the throat there, dropping your tummy and bowing in the back, starting to ripple through your spine. And as you breathe out, head down, arching the top third of your spine, roughly, like an angry cat spitting. And just following your own breath, Angie. Breathing in, head up. Lovely. Good. Just feel the ripple up and down your spine. Good. And we need to do maybe 5 or 6 of those, whichever feels comfortable. If you want to do fewer, that's fine. If you want to do more, slide in a couple of extras. Good. Coming back into neutral cat now. And tucking your toes under, you're going to come into the downward facing dog pose. But first of all, and she's going to do it with her knees bent. We're not going into the full dog pose just for a minute. So you've got your pelvis in the air. You're up in the dog. Head down towards the floor, Angie. Okay, coming back up, Angie. So, toes tucked under. It's almost like a half dog. Have a look at the picture.
Ah, yes.
Okay. That's it. Good. So for this one, Angie's gone quite naturally into lying on her forearms here, but she has her pelvis in the air. She's got her toes tucked under. Knees, I can't quite see, I think are slightly bent. Whatever's comfortable, or you can straighten the knees. And then if you come up into the full downward dog, Angie. That's it. Good. All the way up. And then for you, because I know that it's fine for you to stay down for a bit, you can walk the dog. For those of you who are not so comfortable with having your head down for any length of time, just bring yourself, walk your hands back to your feet, bring yourself into the rag doll and gently lift yourself. And then if you can do that too, Angie, that would be great. Good. Ragdoll. So stacking your spine, one vertebra on top of the other. And yeah, you have to tilt your screen. Thanks. And you're into the mountain pose. So for this, you've got your feet parallel. It's helpful for the rest of your body if you actually have the outside of your feet parallel. It's not so much the inside that we're looking to get parallel, it's the outside. So adjusting that a little bit, it makes a slight difference to the pressure that goes through your knees, which can be helpful. So looking to make the outsides of your feet parallel bit. Soft shoulders, soft hips again, soft knees, soft ankles. Posture with your head, you've got the crown of your head going to the sky again. That very slightly tucked in chin, so you can feel the length at the back of your neck. Good. Check your breath. Notice whether it's any different to when you started in your centering position. And then shaking out, wobble your body about, shake it about, that's it. And then back into the parallel feet and bring your hands behind your back, kind of like crossing your arms, but across your back. That's great, that's okay. And then you can feel that your shoulder blades have come a little bit closer together. And just shrug your shoulders a bit, keep easing into the shoulder joints. Yeah, see Angie stretching out from the back there. Good. Just one shoulder up and the other shoulder up. Easing it, easing it, easing it into the shoulders. Good. Dropping your hands to the side again and coming back down to sit on the floor. You're back into the staff pose. I know you can't see the bottom part of my body, but I actually am doing that as well. Hands by your side here. What we did before was have hands on our knees this time, hands by the side. Arranging yourself, so sometimes just moving your hips around, feeling that pelvis just slightly tilting forwards. Nice straight spine. And we're down here again, we can do the pointing toes, pointing heels, toes, pointing heels. One more time, pointing toes, pointing heels. 2 or 3 rotations one way, 2 or 3 rotations the other way. Good. And then moving yourself back, just as we did at the beginning, into the cobbler. And remembering, what I forgot to say in the earlier one, is you can always use blocks for under your knees. Angie's wonderfully flexible, so she tends not to use the props, but a lot of us do, so including me. So if that's more comfortable for you, or dropping onto cushions, which I know that Carrie does, that can be much more comfortable. Arms behind you again, tucked in behind you. Your shoulders back. See if you have that sense of the shoulder blades just sliding and gliding across your ribs at the back. Get very tight. Some of us, I know, spend a lot of time at the computer, and that can get a curve going on here, which is not really what we want. Taking maybe 4 or 5 nice rounds of breath. Check that you're not dropping into a slump. Straight. And then bringing your hands back again and dropping back into constructive rest pose. And you can see, well, I think I can see there, what Angie's done is something that I often say in the class. You can always drop your knees together into that pyramid, and that allows your legs really to rest. And then from there, it's just a case of arranging yourself into Savasana, into our resting and relaxation pose at the end. Yeah, oh, and she's very well organized. She's got her blanket there. It's nice. Good. Make sure you've got your sock, or you have got socks on today, haven't you, Angie?
I do. I didn't take them off.
Okay, good. Arms by the sides. You can have your hands over your abdomen or tummy. And for the sake of this video, I'm not going to talk you all the way through the progressive relaxation. As I said in my yesterday's one, I'm going to do a separate recording for that, so you can always tag it on to the end of any of these that we're doing together over our lockdown time. Isn't it nice being together and being separate and safe? So, Angie, you can pop yourself up into sitting again. Go back into Savasana when we finish this. I'll stop the share. Okay, good. So we are going to say goodbye to everybody, and thanks to Angie for being our demonstration model today. I think she did great. You'll see her again because she's going to be doing some other ones with me too. And so is Charmaine, and so will Therese be doing some with her. And anybody else who wants to volunteer, get in touch with me. We can make a plan. So I think we'll go for today and have a safe and well rest of the day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Okay. Let me stop the recording.